now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Seahawks and the Niners on Thursday night primetime.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And the grab by Croft. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Now a second down and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Geno on first down. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Smith, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the shotgun, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. It's caught. Lockett. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. It's out officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Give him 32 on the play. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. 6-play drive, and it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Takes it at the 7. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Lance, that's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Lance. Flushed out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Lance going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Walker hitting, the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. From the gun, here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Smith throwing again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up in third by Williams. It's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
It's actually impressive offense for them. And they've been able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It was a big...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop it for a loss of 14 yards. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route, or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. On 1st and 10, Smith. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
And And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, one, slow check, quick, yellow, opposite, green.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. It's Smith. He hits his target. Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception in this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far. And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. Here's Walker. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Lance now on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And the grab by Croft. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And whistles for a timeout. So So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
This is caught inside the 15. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
You see, it's two type of people in life.